victory. Hard-fought game, but Chattooga would pull away and win it 57-48. Again, at their place at the Tribe Pride Arena at Chattooga High School. So that's the only meeting between these teams so far this season. So this is the final regular season matchup between Model and Chattooga. And then, we'll get ready for region play, like I say, coming up in a couple of weeks. As far as region standings are concerned, 5-2, a team that Model faced this past weekend at their place. They are 5-2 in Region 7AA, 10-8 overall. Chattooga's number 3 at 4-3 in the region, 12-10.
Gymnasium for tonight's Region 7AA basketball contest between the visiting Chattooga Indians and the home-standing Model Blue Devils. At this time, we ask that you please stand, remove your caps and hats, and focus your attention to the flag above mid-court for the playing of our national anthem.
And ladies and gentlemen, here's the PA announcer with the lineups.
For our girls' varsity game. Wearing black jerseys with red numbers, the starting lineup for the visiting Chattooga Lady Indians. Number 4, Seda Williamson. Starting at point guard, a 5', 4-inch junior, number 20, Morgan Wood. Starting at guard, a 5', 4-inch junior, number 22, Ansley Kugler. And starting at forward, a 5', 10-inch freshman, number 30, Sadie Rotten. Head coach for the Lady Devils, Coach Sally Eccles.
All right, folks, there's your starting lineups for tonight's game, and it is just about go time from inside Woodard Gymnasium. Model Lady Blue Devils hosting the Chattooga Lady Indians tonight in the final regular season matchup between these two teams. And we will see the tip-off between a young lady for the Chattooga Lady Indians who's in the circle right now. It's going for model, it's going to be Sadie Rotten. For Chattooga, it will be Nevaeh Morgan, the senior. And ball is in the air, and we're underway. And opening up with possession of the basketball is going to be model after winning the tip. They fire it off to the right wing side to Rachel Burkhalter, out to Morgan Wood. Now they're going to drive down towards the low block. They feed it out to the right wing side. Burkhalter's doubled, so she's going to pass it to Morgan Wood. Now back to Burkhalter, bounce pass to the left side, goes to Rotten, shot in the air. It's a little too strong, gets her own rebound, and the ball is going to be knocked out of bounds by the Chattooga Lady Indians. Chattooga in their visiting black jerseys and shorts. They are sort of a gradient with red involved in that, red letters and numerals. And now model with the basketball. They're wearing their white jerseys with blue letters and numerals with black trim, it looks like. Now they'll drive towards the low block. Shot is up in the air from Rotten. It's a miss. Rebound's going to be taken by Micaiah Parrish and the Chattooga Lady Indians. They're across the timeline, dribbling. They pass it to the right wing side, get it in the hands of Williamson. Inside they go. Morgan strong off the glass. It won't fall, so the rebound's going to model. Here come the Lady Blue Devils on the other end of the floor. They're going to pass it across the timeline to Morgan Wood. Leave it off to the left wing side to Burkhalter. Back up top to Kugler, who goes right into the lane, loses the handle, but it's last touched by Chattooga, so it's going to stay with the Lady Blue Devils. We're 1 minute and 4 seconds into our first quarter, and we're still awaiting the first basket of the night. Who will it be? Here's a shot off the glass, too strong for Burkhalter. Rebound's going to be taken by Parrish. Chattooga on the other end already with the basketball. They'll set up their half-court offense. Parrish fires it to the right wing side, gets it in the hands of Williamson. Now down low, turning and shooting, in and out for Micaiah Parrish, but the rebound is going to go to Morgan and Chattooga. Good block from Sadie Rotten. Now with the ball is Morgan Wood. She'll cross the center court stripe, dribbles left, fires it over to Tamaya Ragland, who goes right to the paint, shoots off the glass. It won't go. It'll be a jump ball called by the official over on the baseline. And the possession arrow this time is pointing in Chattooga's direction. So they've got the ball back. Tia Dunaway to trigger things in here for the Chattooga Lady Indians. Still scoreless, 6:14 left to go first quarter. Model hosting Chattooga. This is the girls' game. Stops and pops. That was Micaiah Parrish missing the shot, but a little contact there. And she'll be going to the charity stripe for the first free throw shots of this basketball game. And again, nobody's on the board just yet. But Parrish can change that right now for the Chattooga Lady Indians with free throws. Shot is in the air. That one is good. She'll get ready for her next free throw. It's a 1-0 ball game. Chattooga opens up the scoring in this game. Parrish getting ready for her second free throw of the pair. That one is going to be good as well. Knocks down a couple, and it's 2-0. Model greeted by a little bit of pressure here from Chattooga. Rotten back over to Burkhalter. She crosses the center court stripe, and a blocking foul is going to go against Chattooga. Foul is going to be on Sada Williamson, the junior. And now Model's going to inbound the ball from this side of the floor, working from right to left on your radio dial. Morgan Wood with it. Over to Burkhalter. Thought about a three and then decided she was going to pass, but shuffled her feet in the indecision. And that'll be a turnover. So Chattooga's going to get the ball back. They're going to trigger it in to Tia Dunaway, who will get things in motion for the Chattooga Lady Indians. Now they get it down low. There's Morgan off the glass. That one rolls off the rim, gets her own rebound, turns, shoots. That one's too strong. Rebound's going to go to Model. So 2 shots there for Chattooga missed. Then Model gets the ball, and there's a little bit of contact right there from Chattooga. And a foul is going to be charged on Tia Dunaway. I believe who they got with that one. So Morgan Wood across the timeline with it for the Lady Blue Devils. 2-0 is your score. Chattooga's on top. 5:30 remaining here in the opening quarter. Ragland now out to Burkhalter. Burkhalter dribbles out to the top of the key, leaves it off for Ragland, dribbles in, tries to pass it to a teammate, but nobody was there. It's picked off by Chattooga. They're on the other end, missing an easy layup. Model gets the ball back and dodges the bullet on that possession. Should have been a pretty easy transition bucket there for Chattooga, but again, they missed the layup. Morgan Wood fires it to the left wing side, now over to the corner to Rotten, and now back out to Burkhalter. Looks like they'll reset the offense at midcourt with Tamaya Ragland, who dribbles up to the top of the key. It's stolen away. Parrish has got it. She'll go coast to coast going in, and she gets fouled. It's going to go to the charity stripe. So Micaiah Parrish is going to the free throw line, and she's got the only points of the board with a couple of free throws that she made a couple of minutes ago to open up the scoring here in our ball game. So Micaiah Parrish, the junior, at the free throw line for a second trip of the game, and she knocks that one in. That's 3 in a row. And this is a 3-0 run to start the game from the free throw line here for the Chattooga Lady Indians. Parrish second shot on the way. That one's going to rattle off the rim. Rotten is there and gets the rebound. Here come the Lady Blue Devils back the other end of the floor. Morgan Wood stops, passes to the left wing side to Burkhalter. They quickly try to move it to the left wing side to Addison Cantrell, who's in off the bench, but the pass got away from her and sailed out of bounds, and now Chattooga's got the ball coming back the other way. Leading at 3-0 to start the game. 4:35 left first quarter. They get it inside to Morgan, now back out to Williamson, across to the left wing side. Good ball movement for Chattooga here on this particular offensive side of the floor. Williamson fakes, goes into the paint, lays it off the glass too strong, and a battle for the rebound is going to result in a jump ball. Possession arrow is pointing Model's direction, so they'll feed it in here in just a couple of moments. I always enjoy looking around the gym to see what kind of basketball people that you'll see at the games. And I just noticed Hazel Hall's here tonight, who is a former Model Lady Blue Devils coach, also coached at Flowery Branch. Most recently, she was the head coach of the Darlington Lady Tigers for several successful seasons. Heck of a basketball coach. Good to see her here tonight. Model Lady Blue Devils got the ball after a one-and-done trip for Chattooga, and they travel, so that'll be a quick turnover, and Chattooga will have the ball back. Set to check into the game for Model, and she does, is going to be Jenna Henderson. So a little check on who's on the floor right now for the Lady Blue Devils, because we've had some personnel changes in the last couple of moments. Jenna Henderson, just mentioned that. Julia Shinholster, Rachel Burkhalter. Also Rotten is on the floor, as well as Cantrell. Chattooga with the ball. There's Parrish for a long three. That's going to be high off the back of the rim. Won't go, but the rebound is taken by Nevaeh Morgan, and she's able to get it with a putback. So 5-0 run to start the game here for the Chattooga Lady Indians. And the ball is stolen away on the other end. Here's Parrish, spins around, goes into the paint. A little floater, that is missed, but she gets fouled, and that's been one of the keys to this game here for the Chattooga Lady Indians, is Micaiah Parrish going to the rack, getting fouled, and getting to the free throw line. So far, she's 3 of 4, shooting 75% from the stripe. Shot on the way, that one is in. She's made 4 of 5 now. 3:21 left to go in the first quarter. Chattooga 6, Model 0. So a 6-0 run to start the game here for the Lady Indians. Another shot on the way, and that one's going to fall as well. So she is now 5 of 6 from the charity stripe, and Sally Eccles is going to call a timeout. We'll do the same thing. 3:21 left to go here in the first quarter. Chattooga 7, Model 0. It's the girls' game. Our first game of the night. We'll step out for 30 seconds. Model with the basketball, trying to stop this Chattooga run. The ball is stolen away. Here come the Lady Indians back the other way. Parrish with it. Ball was stolen away by Morgan, who just passed it over to Parrish. Shot off the glass down low. That is not going to fall. Rebound, though, is going to be taken by Chattooga. Chattooga with the basketball. Parrish tries to dribble around Burkhalter, puts it up. A floater is missed. Ball loose on the floor, picked up by Chattooga. Another shot is missed by Morgan, and then she travels. So this will be a turnover, and Model's going to get the ball back. Trailing 7-0 at home with 2:44 left to go here in the first quarter of the basketball game. Checking out for the first time of the evening is going to be Rachel Burkhalter. And checking in is Abby Henderson. Shinholster with it, picks up her dribble. They try to fire it into Henderson, but there to pick off the pass is Parrish. She'll go coast to coast. There's a layup attempt. She misses, but guess what? She's going back to the free throw line where she's 5 of 6 from the stripe, and she's got 5 of the 7 points on the board here tonight. Chattooga up 7-0. Parrish with a couple here from the charity stripe. She spent most of the first quarter at the free throw line. She knocks down another one, gets ready for her next free throw. 2:29 left to go, and one more free throw coming up from Micaiah Parrish. If she makes this one, it'll be a 9-0 run to start the game here for Chattooga, and it rattles around the rim and off, so the score remains 8-0. 2:25 left to go in the first quarter. Across the timeline goes Morgan Wood. Picks up her dribble at the top of the key, leaves it off for Rotten. Model trying to get the lid off the basket. Having a hard time getting good looks against this Chattooga defense. There's a long three-point attempt, too strong. One and done. Micaiah Parrish is able to get the rebound, and now Nevaeh Morgan's got it on the other end, fires it out to a teammate. That's a three-point shot that barely caught the front of the rim, I believe, and goes out of bounds. So the ball, well, actually it was tipped out by Model, so it's going to stay with Chattooga as they look to add to their lead. There's another shot. That one's over the rim, but the putback is going to go, and that was Seda Williamson with her first basket of the evening, and that's a 10-0 run to start the game for the Chattooga Indians. Sally Eccles is going to call another timeout. We'll do the same. 1:54 left to go, first quarter. Chattooga 10, Model 0. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Welcome back in, everybody. We're inside Woodard Gymnasium tonight, bringing you Model Basketball Night, presented by Mathis Trailers and Equipment Sales. Also with us tonight as sponsors Harvey South End Autos up there in Summerville, Georgia, Profile Custom Extrusions, and Ware Mechanical. Thank you very much to our sponsors for making it possible for us to be here tonight. And for you, the listener tonight, whether you're listening on the radio or online, welcome in. We are glad you're with us tonight. Glad to be here. Morgan Wood with it for Model on the other end, gives it to Abby Henderson. Now they're working around the horn to the right wing side, and Tamaya Ragland back up top to Wood. Back over to Ragland. She's doubled up, so they're going to pass it to Morgan. Now back on to Ragland. And again, this defense is just really giving big-time problems here to the Model girls as they try to get some offense going. They hadn't scored yet. 10-0 is your score in favor of Chattooga. They feed it inside to Henderson, back outside, working it inside out, and ball is going to be knocked out of bounds by Chattooga. So it's staying with the Model Lady Blue Devils. To fire it in is Addison Cantrell. Checking out of the game is going to be Jenna Henderson. Onto the floor for Model is Briley Sims. Shot on the way is not going to go. Rebound's taken by Seda Williamson. And Chattooga already on a 10-0 run. Has got the ball back after a missed shot on the other end. And there is a shot from in the paint from Micaiah Parrish, and she knocks that one down. Is having an absolute whale of a first quarter, mostly from the free throw line. Morgan Wood with it at the top of the key. Drives around to the left wing side, back out to Sims, inside to Henderson. Now they work it around to Tamaya Ragland. Back up top to Sims. She'll drive towards the lane. Ball is loose on the floor. It'll be picked up by Morgan and Chattooga. Williamson with it now for the Lady Indians. She'll cross the center court stripe, dribbling off to the left side. Hope everybody's having a great week out there in Radio Land. We've had some pretty nice weather to start the week, which has been nice. They'll feed it down low. Ball's knocked out of bounds by a Model, so it's going to stay with the Chattooga Lady Indians. 24.5 seconds left on the clock, and Chattooga has opened up this game with a 12-0 run to get things started. Things are not going Model's way. Ball is nearly, stolen away by Model, but they got her trapped and somehow managed to keep things in bounds. They get it to Morgan Wood to the left wing side to Simps. Back outside, there's a three-point look. Model still can't get the lid off the basket. Dribbling around the baseline is Parrish. She'll feed it down low to Williamson. Williamson on the right wing fires it in to Morgan. It goes off her shoe and out of bounds. So it's coming back to the Model Lady Blue Devils with only 0.6 seconds left on the clock, and they will try to heave it from three-quarters. And that one didn't have the mustard. So there it is, the end of the first quarter. Chattooga 12, Model 0, and we will step out for a 1-minute timeout. Ready to start the second quarter in terms of the scoring. 2 points for Seda Williamson. Nevaeh Morgan had 2, and then 8 points for Micaiah Parrish, who's the leading scorer after 1 quarter of play. 6 of those points came from the free throw line. Morgan with the basketball for Chattooga, loses the handle, and it's picked up by Morgan Wood. That's a turnover. Now they get it down to Ansley Kugler as Model tries to get a little spark going here to start the second quarter. They feed it into August Betts, turns, shoots short off the front of the rim, and the rebound is going to go to the Chattooga Lady Indians and Abby Gross. Coming back the other end of the floor are the Lady Indians. Dribbling with it is Tia Dunaway, now back across to the right wing side. They go back up top. Seda Williamson drives into the paint, feeds it down low to Morgan, off the glass. It won't go. There for the rebound is Sadie Rotten. And now it's back into the hands of Morgan Wood. Wood fires it to the right wing side. On to Ansley Kugler. Now back around to Burkhalter. Hesitates, thinking about the three-point shot. Passes it to teammate Rotten. It gets poked out of bounds by the Chattooga Lady Indians, so it's staying with the Lady Blue Devils. And Model right now at this point just trying to find their way into this basketball game. And it's been tough. Nice pass inside to Rotten. Can't get the finish she was looking for. There's Betts with the rebound and the putback. It won't fall. And then Micaiah Parrish is able to get the rebound here for Chattooga. And Chattooga heads back the other way. Parrish stops, pops, and scores. Micaiah Parrish with another basket. And it is a 14-0 run to start the game for Chattooga. And they pick up where they left off at the end of our first quarter. Model still held scoreless. Morgan Wood gets pushed as she passes to teammate Ansley Kugler and hits the deck, and now we're going to see Model inbound the ball here from the near side of the floor, working right to left. And it looks like they're going to inbound the ball over to the left wing side, and Ansley Kugler now back on to Rachel Burkhalter, who's at the top of the key, driving towards the paint. Bounce pass, tries to get it down to August Betts. Ball loose on the floor, and we're going to have a jump ball, and it's staying right here with the Model Lady Blue Devils this time. So we got 6:22 left to go in the first half. Model trails 14-0. Kugler outside to Wood. There's the shot, and that is too strong. Goes off the backboard. And here comes Chattooga on the other end. Parrish stops, kicks it out to Williamson. There's a three-point look. That is going to roll off the rim. Rebound goes off the carom to Burkhalter. Goes right to the low block, picks up her dribble. Ball is knocked loose on the floor, and that is stolen away by the Chattooga Lady Indians. 5:55 left to go in the first half, and they got it on the other end. They fire it over to Williamson. Inside they go, backing her way in and shooting. It's a miss. And the ball is going to be forced out of bounds by Model, so it's going to stay with Chattooga Lady Indians, who have opened up the game with a 14-0 run. So the Lady Indians toss it in, and I'm going to have to do, that was Tia Dunaway, to get it into Williamson. A little floater from Williamson. It won't go, but she gets fouled and is going to go to the stripe. And this will be the first trip to the free throw line for Williamson. And there have been 8 free throw attempts so far in the basketball game, all of them for Chattooga, and 6 of the 8 have been made, all by Parrish. And that first free throw attempt from Sada Williamson is missed off the right side of the rim. So we get ready for Williamson's second free throw of the pair, with substitutions coming into the game for Chattooga. And we'll give you a check on who's on the floor in just a moment. But the next free throw on the way is good from Sada Williamson, and it's a 15-0 run to start the game for the Chattooga Lady Indians. Morgan Wood, Burkhalter on to Rotten, three-point shot, and that one is going to be a little too strong. Still can't get the lid off the basket. Parrish with the rebound, heads back the other way for the Lady Indians. They get it into Byers. Off the left wing side, there's a three-point look. That one is, I don't think that one caught the rim. Rebound is going to go to Model. Across the timeline is Burkhalter. On to Wood. Now to the left wing side, they go to Kugler. Kugler gets it into Rotten. Challenges 2 defenders, and that one's going to be short and knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Model. So this one's coming back to Chattooga, who has a 15-0 lead here with 5 minutes left to go in the second quarter of the basketball game. Across the timeline goes Parrish with it. She'll back up a couple of steps, fires it to the right wing side to Williamson, back to Parrish, turns, shoots, in and out, won't go. And that's going to be a turnover and a foul that's going to be charged. I believe they got Nevaeh Morgan at that one. They did, and so that'll be an inbound pass to Wood from Betts. Model tries to get it to the other end. Ball is stolen away as they get it down towards the paint. Chattooga heads back the other way. Parrish with it, dribbles right. Now goes down towards the low block and leaves it off for Williamson on the right wing. Now Parrish dribbles baseline, attempting the reverse layup, gets blocked, and it's knocked out of bounds by Sadie Rotten, so it's staying with the Chattooga Lady Indians. Set to trigger it in is Kaylee Byers, the senior. And she'll set things in motion over to the left wing side, and Jakira Foster, now they get it to Morgan down low, shoots, misses. Foster's there, gets the rebound, but then there's a jump ball forced, and the arrow's pointing in Chattooga's way, so it's staying on this end of the floor. Byers set to feed it in here for the Indians. Gets it into Foster. They pass it up to the top of the key to Micaiah Parrish. We've got 4:11 left to go in the first half. 15-0. Chattooga on top. Started the game with a big run. Micaiah Parrish backs her way in, shoots a little floater off the glass, and nice touch on the shot. Make it a 17-0 run to start the game. Here's Kugler on the other end of the floor. Hesitates on the three-point shot. Will pass it. There's Rotten. Now on to Burkhalter. She'll drive her way in, puts up the shot, shakes off a defender, misses the shot, and now we're going to have another jump ball. Possession arrows with Model this time, so they'll get set to inbound the ball from the baseline on their side of the floor in just a moment. But we've got 3:42 left to go here in the first half. Chattooga's opened up the game 17-0. Out to Burkhalter they go. Burkhalter puts up the three-point shot. That goes off the back of the rim. Still no basket for Model. Parrish, she dribbles between the legs right before she trots across the timeline, goes off to the right side. Wholesale substitutions coming in for Model at the net stoppage of play. Rebound taken by August Betts. One and done trip for Chattooga. Here's Kugler one-on-one. She will pass it off to Betts, who goes in misses the shot, but most important here, she gets to the free throw line and has an opportunity to get some points on the board here for Model, as again, Chattooga's open up this game on a 17-0 run to start the game. So this is a big opportunity for Betts and Model here to stop the drought, stop this run. And that is going to carry them off the rim. It will not fall. So she gets ready for her next free throw. Subs coming into the game here for the Lady Blue Devils. So now on the floor you've got Briley Sims, August Betts at the free throw line, Julia Shinholster, Abby Henderson, and Tamaya Ragland. Shot on the way, and that one goes. The run is stopped at 17-0. Finally, Model gets on the board with 3:17 left to go here in the second quarter of the basketball game. Quite a drought to start the game, and the fans and the team certainly relieved to finally get a point on the board. And hopefully that will open up the floodgates. Chattooga with the basketball on the right wing side. Williamson dribbles in and lays it in off the glass with a pretty easy bucket there. 19-1, 18-point lead here for Chattooga. So Chattooga responds with their own basket. Ball is tipped by the Model defense, but Chattooga's got it. And they head back the other way with it. Williamson on to Dunaway. Now to Byers, wide open three for her, and she knocks it down. Boy, what a good-looking shot by Kaylee Byers. Her first basket of the game. There's a three-pointer on the other side, too strong. Rebound taken by Williamson. A little bit of pressure for Model, but that leaves Morgan alone on the other end. Misses the layup. Her putback won't fall. Rolls off the rim. Tipped out of bounds by Abby Henderson and Model, so it's staying with Chattooga. 22-1 is your score. A 21-point lead for the Lady Indians. We got a timeout call. We'll do the same. 2:16 left to go here in the first half. We'll be back 30 seconds. Definitely been tough sledding for the Model Lady Blue Devils tonight, having big-time problems finding open looks against the Chattooga Lady Indians defense that's just smothered them throughout this game. And it's been one of those nights where when they have gotten a decent look, it's just been hard to get it to go. As a matter of fact, the only point of the game was from the free throw line, and Model would get their only point of the game with 3:17 left in the half. So they went almost 15 minutes into the game before getting a point. Chattooga with the basketball, and they travel, so Model's going to get the ball back after a Lady Indian turnover. Again, trailing 22-1, 2:15 left to go here in the first half. So Model already with a very large hill to climb to try to get back in this ball game. But like we've seen from them all season long, they will keep chopping, and when you do that, you never know what might happen, so we'll see. But Sims has got the basketball, dribbles into the paint, hits the deck. Ball goes out of bounds, and that's going to be a foul that's going to be charged against Chattooga. And the Lady Blue Devils will get set to inbound the basketball. To fire it in is Addison Cantrell. They get it out to Julia Shinholster with 2 minutes to go here in the half. Banks it off the glass. It won't go. And then there's going to be a whistle and a foul that is going to be charged against the Model Lady Blue Devils. So Chattooga is going to fire it in just a couple of moments. But again, Chattooga comes into the game riding a 4-game win streak. They've been on fire, and they're on fire in this game, no doubt about it. Williamson nearly loses the handle, keeps it in bounds to Gross, and we've got a jump ball, possession arrow pointing Chattooga's way with 1:50 left to go here in the first half of play for Model High School. Run down the scoring when we get to halftime for you. Chattooga with the ball. Parrish turns, shoots, misses. Briley Sims is able to pull down the rebound but loses the handle. Here's Parrish with the ball for Chattooga. Puts it up. It's a miss. Rebound goes to Julia Shinholster, who's across the timeline. Gets it down to Sims. Puts it up. Misses the basket but gets fouled. And we're going to see Sims going to the free throw line. So Briley Sims with a couple of opportunities from the stripe after being fouled by Seda Williamson. She's got 2 fouls. And here is Sims' first free throw of the basketball game. Good looking free throw, knocks it home, and we'll get ready for her second. So now 2 points on the board here for Model, both from the free throw line. Next free throw on the way for Sims. She'll knock that one through. So Sims makes them both, and it's 22-3. 1:30 left to go in the game. There's a steal. Ball stolen away by Cantrell, but it's quickly picked back off by Chattooga and Parrish. And she's across the timeline with it, trying to dribble around a couple of defenders. Leaves it off for Dunaway for 3. It won't fall. Rebound taken by Briley Sims. She'll motor up the floor very quickly. Dribbles off to the right side, now down the low block. Bounces one across to Cantrell. Puts up the shots. Miss. Rebound taken by Ragland on to Shinholster. Open three-point look, and she buries it. The fans have been waiting on that one, and a timeout will be called. We'll do the same thing after that three-point shot made by Julia Shinholster. It's Chattooga 22, Model 6, and trying to climb back in it with 57.7 seconds left to go here in the first half. We'll be back in 30 seconds on WLAQ. Tough game for Model so far, but still battling, trying to see what they can do to get as close as they can before we get to halftime. Just got their first field goal of the game. Micaiah Parrish has got it for Chattooga. There's a fake shot, puts up the shot. Fans thought she shuffled her feet and it should have been a turnover, but that's not how the official saw it. Dunaway misses the basket, but Chattooga retains possession of the ball after a rebound. There's a quick look inside by Abby Gross. And that was after a beautiful pass from Williamson. Now Abby Henderson with it on the other end. They fire it out to the right wing side to Cantrell, and she knocks down a 3. That'll help the cause. Finally, Model getting the lid off the basket. 24-9 your score. 17 points left on the clock remaining in our first half, and a little bit of energy in the building after those 2 made threes by the Blue Devils. Chattooga with the basketball, and it's still a large lead. Here's Micaiah Parrish, little floater, that rattles off the rim, it won't go, and time expires as both teams chase down the rebound. So that's going to be the end of the first half. Chattooga leading at 24-9 over the Model Lady Blue Devils. We're going to send it back to the studio for a timeout. We'll be right back on WLAQ.
This production is by Northwest Georgia Media. If you would like to support our channel, you can do so by simply subscribing and sharing. You can also support the channel with donations via the Venmo app on your smart device. Simply open the app and search for Northwest Georgia Media under the Business tab. Our Venmo handle is at NW_Georgia_Media. If you're a business owner and are interested in sponsorship opportunities, or if you'd like to get involved with our video production team, please email us at info@nwgeorgiamedia.com. Thank you for watching and for your support.
WLAQ, and we'll come back. We'll start to set the stage for our second half. But here at halftime, it's Chattooga 24 over Model with 9 points. And we got about 3 minutes to go until we start our second half. We'll be back on WLAQ. Ready to start our second half, to invite you and urge you to change your life by liking WLAQ on Facebook and following us on Twitter and all that kind of stuff. The only limit is yourself once you get there. Just open up endless possibilities. No, I'm just kidding. But you can keep up with what's going on with our sports coverage and things of that nature if you go and, again, follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, and all that good stuff. And we certainly appreciate it. We appreciate you tuning in tonight to listen to some high school basketball on WLAQ. Always a pleasure to be with you no matter what night of the week it is. But the Model Lady Blue Devils right now taking on Chattooga here at home, trailing 24-9. And Model's going to open up with possession of the ball. So they've got it on their end of the floor, but quickly it's stolen away by Micaiah Parrish, who steals a pass that was going towards the inside. Now with it is Tia Dunaway. Dribbles up top with it, leaves it off for Seda Williamson. Williamson dribbles around Morgan Wood, kicks it out. There's Micaiah Parrish for three and tickles the nylon with it. She's got 15 points, leads all scorers, and has got more than half of the points for Chattooga in the basketball game. Good bounce pass that was going inside to Morgan Wood, went off of her knee and goes out of bounds. So that's a turnover for the Lady Blue Devils. We'll get ready for Tia Dunaway to feed it in to Seda Williamson. So right now on the floor for Chattooga, you got Tia Dunaway, Seda Williamson, Nevaeh Morgan, Kaylee Byers, and Micaiah Parrish, and Chattooga turns it over. So Model's going to get the ball back, trailing at home 27-9, 7:22 left to go in the third quarter. Morgan Wood went across the timeline, but that's a turnover for the Blue Devils. And now Chattooga set to inbound the basketball. They will feed it in to Tia Dunaway. She'll go across the center court stripe, dribbles right. Now it's going to feed it off to Parrish, who goes right in, puts up a floater, scores, and gets fouled, so she's going to go to the stripe. So Micaiah Parrish now with 17 points in the game. Well, actually, that was an offensive foul against Parrish, so scratch that. Score remains 27-9, and instead that's a turnover. Williamson picks off the cross-court pass for Model. Here comes Chattooga back the other end. Micaiah Parrish puts it up off the glass, and it rattles off the rim. Rebound's going to be taken by Morgan Wood. Wood on to Sadie Rotten. Now back on to Wood. Wood into the paint, feeds it out the left wing side. There's Cantrell for the high arcing three-point shot. It's a miss, and the rebound's going to go to Micaiah Parrish. Long rebound for her. Tia Dunaway's got the ball. She goes across the timeline. Feeds it off to Williamson, who works around a pick at the top of the key, into the paint, off the glass, and it rolls in. So Sada Williamson now with 7 points has her first basket of the second half. And Chattooga, who led the ball game 24-9 at the half, has opened up the half on a run. Model with a shot off the glass, and it is in. So Morgan Wood is able to help Model to their first basket of the half. 29-11 your score. Chattooga on the other end, shot up, and that one rattles in for Micaiah Parrish. Parrish now with 17. Wood to Burkhalter. They get it across the floor. Rotten leaves it off for Wood. Somehow managed to keep it on their side of the floor and avoids the backcourt violation. Burkhalter dribbling around. Byers goes in and gets fouled on her way in. Is going to go to the charity stripe. And I think right now the way things have gone for Model in this game, that's what they're going to have to do. They're going to have to get in the paint, challenge, try to draw contact, see if they can get to the free throw line and create some opportunities for themselves. Because this defense has been all over them throughout the game. Hadn't had a lot of looks. Shot on the way. That one rattles around the rim, and the rim does not favor Burkhalter on that shot. It's a miss. She'll get ready for her next free throw. Next free throw on the way for Burkhalter. That one is going to rattle in. And so we'll get ready, before we get ready for Chattooga to inbound the ball, Model's going to take a timeout. We'll do the same. 5:38 remaining in the third quarter. Chattooga 31, Model 12, back in 30. Chattooga set to inbound the ball after the Model timeout. Chattooga leading 31-12, 5:38 left third quarter, and they're going to fire it into Daniel, and she'll leave it off for Dunaway, who has it across the timeline. Over to Williamson. She'll fire it inside to Parrish. Turns, is doubled up. Ball knocked loose on the floor, and we have a jump ball. Possession arrow with Chattooga this time around. But great job by the Model defense there to get in there and tie that ball up and force the jump ball. Going to have the boys game following this one. And let me tell you, shot off the inbound pass won't go for Williamson. Ball is knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Williamson. And so Model's going to get the ball back. We've seen some sure enough slobber knockers between the Model and Chattooga boys, and I expect tonight will be nothing different. Model would lose the first contest at their place at Tribe Pride Arena. I think they trailed by 18 points fairly late in that game, came back, and it ended up being a 2-point game. Here's Sims into the paint for Model. Loses the handle, ball goes out of bounds. And Chattooga will get set to feed it in. Triggering it in is going to be Tia Dunaway. 31-12, Chattooga on top, 5:08 left to go third quarter. And they try to press it cross court to Micaiah Parrish, and the ball is poked out of bounds, and it was last touched by Chattooga. So Model's going to inbound the ball into the backcourt. They get it in to Julia Shinholster. She gets it into Cantrell, who gets it back out to Ragland. Now back up top to Shinholster. Now on to Ragland, and she loses the handle and the ball. Here comes Chattooga on the other end, stopping and popping was Tia Dunaway. Missed the shot. Rebound goes to Shinholster. She'll motor quickly across the center court line, drives in, and that's going to be a blocking foul that will be charged against Addison Daniel that will send Julia Shinholster to the free throw line. So Shinholster going to the stripe with her team trailing 31-12, needing some points desperately. Shot on the way is in. She'll get ready for her next free throw. 31-13 is your score. With Chattooga on top. Here's Shinholster's next free throw. She'll knock that one down. That helps. 31-14. Here comes Chattooga back the other way. Tia Dunaway across the timeline. Dribbles. Kicks it off to the left wing side to Byers for three, high off the back of the rim. Micaiah Parrish chases down the long rebound. Picked up by Seda Williamson. Williamson dribbles around Sims, fires it down low to Daniel. Daniel kicks it out to Parrish. Good ball movement, wide open three, missed. Rebound, put back won't go. And then finally a whistle from one of the officials. And we're going to see one of the Lady Indians, Addison Daniel, going to the stripe for the first time. She has 2 points in the game. A foul is going to be charged to Briley Sims of the Model Lady Blue Devils. Shot on the way and good. She gets ready to shoot her second. Now Chattooga 32, Model 14. Again, Addison Daniel at the free throw line. Pretty good crowd on hand tonight. Next shot on the way, that's off the back of the rim, especially when you consider that it's a Tuesday night, it's a school night. Across the timeline goes Sims. Ragland with it on the left wing. Now back up to Sims at the top of the key. Tries to dribble around Dunaway. She gets doubled up. Passes it on to Ragland, who tries to back in. Now to Shinholster. Little floater. That's off the side of the rim. Here is Ragland trying to put it back. Is stolen away. Here comes Chattooga coast to coast. And the ball is going to be knocked out of bounds by the Lady Blue Devils as Sims gets back on defense and knocks it away. So Chattooga set to inbound the ball from the baseline on their side of the floor, leading at 32-14 with 3:51 left to go in the third quarter. Micaiah Parrish for three off the inbound pass. Misses the shot. August Betts pulls down the rebound. Here's Shinholster across the center court stripe, fires it to the right wing, and Ragland for the Lady Blue Devils with possession of the ball. And Shinholster was driving baseline towards the low block, and it was poked out of bounds by Chattooga's Parrish, I believe. And now Model's going to inbound the ball. Whistle and a foul is going to be charged away from the ball against the Model Lady Blue Devils. They're going to get Abby Henderson for that foul, and you heard Boo Birds come out a little bit here at Model High School. They don't love the call. Chattooga's got the ball. They feed it across the timeline over to Seda Williamson. She dribbles around the left wing side. Now fires it inside to Morgan. Morgan tries to get it back out to Parrish, but she travels, and that's going to be a turnover for the Chattooga Indians, and the Lady Blue Devils are set to inbound the ball. Shinholster sets things in motion with Tamaya Ragland. Back to Shinholster, now to Sims. Betts breaks for the basket, gets the ball off the glass and in. August Betts gets her first field goal of the game. She's got 3 points, made a free throw in the second quarter. As a matter of fact, the first point of the game for Model was made by Betts. Chattooga on the other end. A foul is going to be charged against the Blue Devils, a blocking foul. And that's going to send actually, that one was on the floor. So the Lady Indians set to inbound the ball from the baseline underneath their own basket. Triggering it in. The Lady Indians, Parrish has got it. Turns, shoots, high off the back of the rim. Won't fall. Rebound taken by Betts. Doing a great job on the defensive boards. Passes down to Sims. She turns, shoots off the glass, rattles off the rim. Here's Betts with a putback. That one won't fall, but she gets fouled and is going back to the stripe for the second time of the basketball game. So Betts at the free throw line. Chattooga 32, Model 16, 2:40 left to go here in the third quarter of play. And we get ready for Betts to shoot two. Here comes the first free throw. On the way, and that is good. She will get ready for her next free throw. August Betts, the daughter of Ballard and Elizabeth Betts, and I've known the Betts for years and years. I went to St. Mary's School, kindergarten through 8th grade. Ballard was a year older than me, and then his wife, Elizabeth, was in my sister's class. August makes the second free throw. Great folks. Mackay Parrish feeds it down low to Morgan. Can't handle the pass. It goes out of bounds, so it's coming back to the Lady Blue Devils. They trail 32-18, but I got to tell you, I've been impressed with this team all season long. No matter how down and out they get in a basketball game, they keep the energy up and play hard. And when you do that, good things will happen to you eventually. Here's a shot from Shinholster, rattles around the rim and in. And Model's trying to make a move here. They've cut it to 12 points. Now 2:15 left to go in the third quarter, and all of a sudden you see a little bit of daylight here from the Model Lady Blue Devils, and they've just been chopping wood, hanging in there and trying to chip away here and trying to grind it out and get back into this game. Chattooga set to inbound the ball right beside the scorer's table, in between the table and their bench, working from right to left. Dribbling with it right now is Dunaway. She puts up a long three, leaves that one short. Not sure about the shot selection there. Rebound taken by Model, and a foul's going to be charged against Chattooga. Model Lady Blue Devils are going to inbound the ball, and they got some momentum on their side right now, trying to build on it, trying to climb back in this basketball game. They fire it off to the left wing side to Sims. Betts with it in her hands, feeds it across to Shinholster for three, in and out. That would have been huge. Barely missed that one. And a foul on the other end against the Model Blue Devils. So Chattooga set to inbound the ball. They lead at 32-20. 1:52 left to go here in the third quarter. Chattooga Lady Indians with the basketball. They opened up this basketball game on a 17-0 run. They would lead it at halftime 24-9. And right now it's 32-20. And Model just really hanging in there, trying to chip away at the deficit. Shinholster fires it into Betts. Ball is knocked loose. And a whistle and a foul. That's going to go against Chattooga. And we're going to see Betts going to the free throw line. She'll be shooting two. So August Betts, who was 3 for 4 from the charity stripe, done a great job tonight here for the Lady Blue Devils. Will be at the charity stripe with an opportunity to get some points with the clock stop here, getting late in the third quarter. First free throw on the way. That one is going to be good. She'll get ready for a second free throw. And here comes August and her second free throw. This would cut it to a 10-point game. Shot on the way, and it is going to rim in. 32-22, and the Model keeps pushing here. Chattooga's got the ball. Model with a lot more energy right now. Shot off the glass on the other end, and that is good for Nevaeh Morgan. And that certainly helps the cause for Chattooga. 34-22. And quite honestly, making easy work inside the paint on that last basket. Imposing their will down low. They kick it into Julia Shinholster. Shinholster and the feed to Sims. They get it into Betts, off the glass and in. August Betts coming up big here in the third quarter. The freshman for the Lady Blue Devils. 34-24. The Lady Blue Devils have cut it to 10. Tia Dunaway dribbles up to the top of the key. Pick set for her. Ball poked loose. It's out of bounds. But credit to the Model Lady Blue Devils and their defense, making things difficult here for Chattooga. And Alva Beasley, head coach of Chattooga Indians, says, hey, we got to reel this thing in. So 34-24 your score. Models cut it to a 10-point deficit to Chattooga. 1:02 left third quarter. We step out for a 30-second timeout. Well, folks, there are going to be those nights in basketball where you're having trouble getting looks, and when you do, you just have a hard time getting the lid off the basket. But any coach will preach to their team that if you play solid defense, keep grinding, eventually good things will start to happen for you. And that has certainly been the case for this Model Lady Blue Devils team. They didn't get terribly discouraged and hang their heads. They just kept battling, and now they've got this game almost back to single digits for the first time since the beginning of the game. It's 34-24, 10-point deficit. Chattooga on top by 10 with 55 seconds left to go in the game. And we're going to see a foul and a turnover for Chattooga that's going to send the ball back to the Lady Blue Devils. So with this possession, they can make this a single-digit game. We'll see what happens. Shinholster dribbling off to the right, feeds it into Betts, back over to Shinholster. She drives the baseline, tries to feed it out to Sims, and I think she was expecting Sims to cut off to the left wing side of things, and she hadn't quite made it yet, and the ball goes out of bounds. So that's a turnover for the Blue Devils, and a tough way to end that possession. Checking out the games, Julia Shinholster. So on the floor right now for the Lady Blue Devils, you're going to have Jenna Henderson, Morgan Wood, Briley Sims, August Betts, and then Sadie Rotten. Right now with the ball, the Chattooga Lady Indians with it is Micaiah Parrish. You got Sada Williamson, Tia Dunaway, Nevaeh Morgan, and Kylie Byers. Long three-point shot, rims out, rebound by August Betts. Now back to Morgan Wood. Across the timeline go the Lady Blue Devils. Stops at the free throw line. Kicks it out right wing side. Three-pointer for Sims is going to be missed, and the rebound goes to Chattooga. Chasing it down is Morgan. Feeds it back over to Dunaway. She'll go across the timeline with it with 3 seconds left to go in the third quarter. Here's Parrish with a long three off the glass and a miss. And that's the end of the third quarter. So at the end of the third, Chattooga 34, Model 24 will be back for the final 8 minutes after these messages. A 1-minute timeout. Their team has kept battling throughout the season and in this game to try to make it a game going into the fourth quarter. It's a 10-point game after Chattooga started the game on a 17-0 run. There's a long three-pointer for Wood. That one does not catch the iron and goes out of bounds. So Chattooga's going to get the ball back, leading this thing by 10 with 7:48 left to go. And it looked like they were just going to absolutely dominate this game. Across the timeline go the Lady Indians. They kick it inside to Morgan. Bounce pass out to Sada Williamson. Great defense right now for the Model Lady Blue Devils. They double up Morgan, but that leaves Williamson open for three, and buddy, she makes him pay. Williamson knocks it down. 37-24 is your score. Model trailing by 13 points. Morgan Wood gets tied up by a Chattooga defender. Possession arrows coming back to the Chattooga Lady Indians. Model would outscore Chattooga 15-10 in the third quarter. And right now Chattooga has the only points here of the fourth quarter. They feed it in or try to Williamson. There's Kugler who peels it away for the steal. And there is a whistle and a foul that's going to go against Tia Dunaway of the Chattooga Lady Indians, picking up her third of the evening. Firing it in as Sadie Rotten gets it into Morgan Wood, who crosses the logo at center court. Now onto the right wing side of Burkhalter. Drives into the paint, turns, shoots, misses, and we have another jump ball. I can't keep track of everything in the game and call it at the same time, but I'd love to know how many jump balls we've had in this game. We've had an absolute ton. Both these teams really getting after it. Inside to Morgan Wood on the inbound pass. Ball is stolen away. Daniel is able to pick it off. Morgan's got it. Now on to Seda Williamson. She fires it to the right wing, and Micaiah Parrish, who drives in, puts up the shot, and man, what a great move and make there by Parrish, who's having a whale of a game. 39-24. Model had cut it to 10, and now it's back to a 15-point lead. Here's Rotten for three, and nails it. Sadie Rotten on the other side. Yes, ma'am. Gets her first basket of the night. That cuts it back to 12, but the shot on the other end is made. I believe that was Daniel who made the basket. I had looked down at my scorebook to put Ron's three in and missed it, but based on the reaction, I'm pretty sure it was Daniel. Driving in is Burkhalter. Ball gets loose. It's going to be touched. Last by Chattooga, so it's staying with the Model Lady Blue Devils. Rachel Burkhalter will set things in motion. Model trailing 41-27 with about 6 minutes to go. Here's a shot off the inbound pass, rims out for Sims. Rebound taken by Chattooga, nearly picked off by Sims, but it's staying with Chattooga. Pass inside to Daniel off the glass and in. But what a great pass there from Dunaway to set that up. Morgan Wood on the other end. Out to Sims. Here's a long three-point shot from Rotten. It is good. So Rotten's able to knock one down. 43-29 is your score. Ball loose, picked up by Chattooga. Now Model's got it. Sims has got the ball after it was picked up by Burkhalter, and she passed it out to her. Shot off the glass, it won't go. Burkhalter somersaults after the shot. She was fouled and is going to the charity stripe. So Rachel Burkhalter at the free throw line. And the shot is on the way. It is good. She will get ready for a second free throw. That moves the score to 43-30. 13-point deficit for the Lady Blue Devils. I believe that last shot from Rotten must have just been a two. Apologize for that. Next shot on the way is good for Rachel Burkhalter. 43-31 the score. 12-point lead here for Chattooga. 5:15 left to go here in our fourth quarter. So we're in the final quarter of this basketball game. Thank you for being with us tonight on WLAQ, whether you're listening on 96.9 FM, 1410 AM, our traditional airwaves, or online at WLAQ1410.com. You can also listen using the TuneIn radio app if you prefer to do it that way, but it doesn't matter to us. We're just glad that we're bringing you some basketball and you've chosen to tune in to listen to the Blue Devils. Inbound pass is stolen away. Here's Ragland. She's got it all alone, and off the glass it goes. Coast to coast to Maya Ragland, and the easy layup. 43-33, Models cut it back to 10, and a turnover against the Chattooga Lady Indians. This place erupts. The Model fans are into it, folks, and Models got an opportunity with this possession to bring this back to a single-digit game. Morgan Wood, Rachel Burkhalter tries to get it into the corner to Rotten. She's covered up, drives in, gets fouled. Only 2 team fouls right now. That was on the floor for either team. So Model will inbound the basketball, trailing by 10. Rotten looking for a teammate to get it into, having trouble. She's going to heave it into Tamaya Ragland at the top of the key. Drives in, shoots, gets blocked, rebound. Ball is going to be picked up by Nevaeh Morgan, and we're going to have a foul on the other end. They get Rachel Burkhalter with that one. And Burkhalter just picked up her 4th foul, I believe. So she will check out of the game. Coming in is Julia Shinholster. And Tia Dunaway to feed it in here for Chattooga. Williamson with it on the right wing side. Now across to Byers. Three-point look wide open, and she knocks it home. So Byers on the other end with a three-pointer. Now on to the left wing side. They get it over to Ragland for three. Rolls off the back of the rim. It won't go. Rebound taken by Chattooga. 4:25 left to go in the game. Chattooga on top by 13. They feed it inside to Morgan. Turns, shoots off the front of the iron. Rotten's there for the rebound. Morgan Wood across the timeline she goes. Tries to dribble around a defender. Now she's doubled. They kick it out to Rotten. She's wide open for three and buries it. Sadie Rotten with a three. She's got two here in the fourth quarter. That cuts it back to 10. 46-36. Model trails by 10. 4:05 remaining. We step out for a 30-second break. We'll be back. Well, I tell you what, the Chattooga Lady Indians and Alva Bisa, their head coach, have got to be saying these Model Lady Blue Devils will not go away. They have not thrown in the towel at any point in this game, no matter what the deficit. And we got to remember, Chattooga opened up the game on a 17-0 run. Model would not score their first point until 3:17 left in the second quarter. That was a free throw. Wouldn't get their first field goal until the 57.7 mark of the first half. And now they've hung in there, played good defense, battled for everything they can get in this game, and have cut it to 10 multiple times here in this second half. Impressive effort, no doubt about it. Let's see how they can finish this game off. Double dribble on the other side by Chattooga. That's a turnover. Model's got the ball back, and they'll get it within 10. They've done that a few times in this half, and have had a hard time getting it back to single digits. Big possession with 3:52 left to go. Around to Sadie Rotten. Dribbles to the top of the key. Stops, gives it off to Wood. Here's Shinholster. She'll drive baseline. Is going to be cornered. Tries to keep it in. Well, she actually throws it off of one of the Chattooga defenders. Good heads up. Smart play there as Shinholster realized she was trapped and had to kind of bail herself out. Couldn't get it to a teammate. Rotten will fire it into Sims. Sims drives towards the paint, has her pocket picked. Parrish has got the basketball, dribbles between her legs, goes across the timeline. Got a little lazy there. It was picked off by Sims. And a foul is going to be charged against the Chattooga Lady Indians. And again, I just can't say enough about the effort and the spirit of this Model Lady Blue Devils basketball team. Shinholster into Wood to the left wing side. They get it into Rotten. Drives towards the low block. She tries to get it back out to Shinholster. It got behind her and goes out of bounds. So that's a turnover for the Lady Blue Devils. And again, this has been a situation. We've seen Model get a basket, get it within 10, and then have a turnover or something of that nature. I don't know if they get a little bit too fired up and make a mistake or what happens there, but having a hard time getting over that threshold of double digits, getting back into the single digits in the game. That's a turnover for Chattooga as they go back court, and Model is going to now inbound the basketball to Morgan Wood. She'll fire it down low to Sims, who drives in, backs her way through two defenders, puts up the shot, misses. And Micaiah Parrish comes up with the basketball. Morgan Wood chasing down Parrish. Now it's back out to Dunaway. Now to the right wing side they go. They kick it inside to Morgan. Backs her way in, shoots, misses. Rod's there for the rebound. 2:45 left to go in the game. Model trails by 10. And on the other end, Ragland trying to get it to the rack. And she gets fouled, or actually, and checking out of the basketball game is going to be Nevaeh Morgan. August Betts checks in for Tamaya Ragland. So right now for Model, you got Julia Shinholster, Briley Sims, August Betts, Sadie Rotten, and then also Morgan Wood. They inbound to Wood off the glass. It rolls off the rim. Would have loved to have had the points there, but right now she did a good job of getting in the lane, drawing the contact, and Morgan Wood is going to go to the free throw line here. And if she can make one of the pair here, she can cut it to single digits. Shot on the way, rattles off the rim. It won't go, but she's got one more try coming up. She makes this one, we're to a 9-point game. Morgan Wood at the free throw line. Shot on the way, that one rattles off the back of the rim. Rebound's going to go to Chattooga, and they dribble off to the right wing, now go to the paint. Williamson lays it up, but doesn't go in. Rebound is taken by Betts. Morgan tries to pass it cross court. Ball is deflected, but Wood comes back up with it. Here's Sims into the paint. She gets fouled going in. So I think we're going to see Briley Sims at the free throw line, where we have seen her once before in this game. She's 2 for 2, so hopefully she'll be able to keep that going. 46-36 is your score. Model trails by 10. We got 2:22 left to go in a basketball game. Nevaeh Morgan checks back into the game for Chattooga. So for Chattooga, it's Morgan, Dunaway, Byers, Parrish, and Williamson. That one will rim out. Rim not being kind right there for Sims. On the floor for Model, Sims with one more free throw. She'll put it up, and that one is going to go. So they've cut it to single digits. It's 46-37, a 9-point game. Here comes Chattooga on the other end, spinning into the paint. Shooting and missing was Micaiah Parrish. And I believe we're going to have a timeout. So let's do the same thing here on WLAQ. 47-37 is your score. Model trails it by 9 with 2:14 left to go in the basketball game at home. We'll be back in 30 seconds. picks up her dribble. Looking for some help, had her trapped in the corner. She double dribbled. Yeah, no doubt about it. Took a second for the official to catch up to that fact, but he did, and that's a turnover, so a delayed call, and now the Lady Blue Devils get the ball back with 1:25 left to go, trying to make the most of every possession and stay in the ball game. 1:22 left to go. Here's Model on the other end. Driving towards the baseline is Burkhalter. Feeds it back out to Betts. Here's Sims. Open three-point shot, and she buries it. Briley Sims for three. 48-42. Model has cut it to a 6-point ball game just like that with 1:07 left to go in the game. My, oh my, what a timely shot by Briley Sims with 1:07 left to go in the game to cut it to a 6-point game. 48-42 your score. Sims coming up big with a 3-point shot, but now you got free throw shots on the other end of the floor. First shot on the way is good. So she will get ready for another one. And I can't see her number. Her hair's on her number. I think that's Tia Dunaway. She'll get ready for her next free throw. It's on the way. That one's no good as well. Or actually, she made the first one, missed the second one. It's a 7-point game. Here's Betts on the other end for Model. Tries to get it to the rim. Ball is not loose and out of bounds. It's last touched by Chattooga. It's staying with Model. So they're still in this thing, folks. 56.3 seconds left to go in the game. Model trails at 49-42. And they inbound the ball to Morgan Wood. Now on to Rotten. Rotten picks it up. Passes it, and the pass is stolen away. This should be a very easy layup for Williamson. She misses! Getting down the floor and going for the rebound, August Betts and Burkhalter. There was some contact, and a foul is going to be charged against the Lady Blue Devils. I thought they were going to get the ball back there for a second. Oh, and they are. The foul was actually against Chattooga. So going to the free throw line is going to be Betts. Glad you're with us tonight, folks. Don't go anywhere. Things are getting interesting here in the late minutes of this basketball game. Model not going away. They're defending their home court tonight, folks. Betts at the free throw line. Shot on the way. That one is going to rattle in. She'll get ready for her next free throw. That cuts it back to 6. Sally Eccles is going to call timeout and discuss what they're going to do after this free throw attempt. So 45.8 seconds left to go in the ball game. Chattooga leads at 49-43. We're going to keep it here through this timeout. Don't want to risk missing any of the action of this basketball game. And just to kind of recap a little bit, Chattooga would open up the game on a 17-0 run. Model would get their first point of the night on a free throw with 3:17 left to go in the second quarter. Their first field goal would happen with 57.7 seconds left in the second quarter. They hit a couple of threes there towards the end of the first half, and the game would be 24-9 at the end of the first half. At the end of the third quarter, Model had outscored Chattooga in that quarter 15-10. It was a 10-point ball game, and Model's just hung in there, and here we are with 45.8 seconds left on the clock, and it's a 6-point ball game with another free throw coming up here for August Betts. If she makes this one, it'll cut it to a 5-point game. Shot on the way, looks good, and it is. It's a 5-point ball game, 49-44. Chattooga set to inbound the ball. They get it in, and the ball's knocked out of bounds. It's coming back to the Model Lady Blue Devils. 49-45, and a turnover, and Model is set to inbound the ball. Chattooga has to be absolutely stunned, and a miscue on the other end. Rachel Burkhalter was set to fire it in, and the person that she was trying to pass it to was cutting across the baseline, and it sailed out of bounds. Man, that is tough to swallow right there. Chattooga will inbound the ball with some pressure. Ball nearly batted away. Sada Williamson looking frustrated. They got her trapped. She hits the deck, and Model was wanting to travel, but apparently Alva Beasley got the timeout before the official would call it. And right now he's having to calm down Sada Williamson, who got really frustrated there visibly. And he's trying to reel her back in at this moment, trying to get her emotions under control. Right now, Sally Eccles coaching up her team. Boy, this is a great environment for a basketball game. We're having some fun inside Woodard Gymnasium here tonight. And I got to tell you, on the model side of things, it is a packed house, and these folks are on pins and needles, and it looked like it was going to be a blowout from the outset of the game. But like we said throughout the entire broadcast, and I'm sure how Sally Eccles has preached to her team all year long, keep grinding, keep battling, keep playing great defense, and good things will happen to you. And good things have been happening here for this model team tonight. They have battled back. They've gotten within 5 against a really good Chattooga basketball team, riding a 4-game win streak here into this basketball game. Model trying to snap it. We still have time left to go. 37.8 seconds left on the clock. The inbound pass goes to Williamson. Williamson with the ball. Model going to have to foul here pretty soon, and they do. And they're going to foul Tia Dunaway, who is going to go to the charity stripe with 32.2 seconds left on the clock. Here with an opportunity to help ice the game here for the Lady Indians. She'll be shooting 1-1 after that foul. So Dunaway at the free throw line, shot on the way, and it is good. She will get ready for the back end of the 1-1. That'll make it back to a 6-point deficit here for the model Lady Blue Devils, but still just a 2-possession basketball game. Tia Dunaway with another free throw. This one's huge right here. Shot on the way. That's off the front of the rim. Model gets the rebound. Here comes Rachel Burkhalter across the timeline now to Rotten. She'll drive in. Gets it down low to Betts off the glass. It's in! August Betts with the shot. 50-46, 4-point game. Model steals it away. Shot off the glass is strong. Missed the basket, gets fouled, and she is going to the charity stripe. Morgan Wood going to the free throw line. Oh my goodness, folks. 14.9 seconds left on the clock. Chattooga leads it by 4. Tons of pressure on the free throw line right now for Morgan Wood, trying to calm her nerves. Shot is in the air. Oh, that's off the back of the rim. Rim not kind. Can cut it to a 3-point game if she makes this next free throw here of this pair. 14.9 seconds left on the clock. Model still in it, folks. Morgan Wood at the free throw line. Ball is in the air, and it is good. She knocks it down. We got a 3-point game. 14.9 seconds on the clock. August Betts knocks the inbound pass. It goes out of bounds. Last touch by Chattooga, and Model has got the ball. 50-47, 14.4 seconds on the clock. Here we go. Checking into the game is Rachel Burkhalter for Julia Shinholster. Model Lady Blue Devils going to toss it in. They get it to Burkhalter. She is going to kick it out to Rotten. There's a 3-point shot on the way. It's off the front of the rim. Sims gets the rebound, turns, shoots, rims out. And there is a foul that's going to be charged underneath against the Chattooga Lady Indians. So more free throws coming up here for the Lady Blue Devils with 5.3 seconds left on the clock. My, oh my. Model within 3, and they're at the free throw line. At the stripe is Morgan Wood. And the first one's on the way, rattles off the rim, and she'll get ready for her second free throw. So Morgan Wood at the stripe. No matter what happens, though, great effort by both teams. Here is Wood with the shot on the way. That one's going to rim out. Rebound goes to Chattooga, and they foul quickly as they had to. So Nevaeh Morgan is going to the other end of the floor after a slow walk across the floor. Everybody trying to catch their breath here in the final moments of this basketball game, including me. I was going to black out for a second, got so excited. Morgan at the free throw line. First one's on the way, and that one's off the side of the rim. Matter of fact, I don't even know if that caught the rim. It went off the backboard. So we get ready for Morgan to shoot her next free throw of the pair. It's a 3-point game with 3.3 seconds left on the clock. Will Morgan miss this free throw and leave a little daylight for the Blue Devils. Shot is on the way, rattles in. That was huge. And that'll bring it back to a 4-point deficit for Model. Here is Berghalter, flings it up at the buzzer, and Model will lose this basketball game by a score of 51-47. But they're going to get a big round of applause for the effort that they put into that game. That was quite a battle. Very disappointed to lose under any circumstances, but those young ladies, the Model Lady Blue Devils, have absolutely no reason to hang their heads after the effort we just saw from that basketball team. My goodness, what a great effort. What a great effort. 51-47, your final score. Model comes up short to the Chattooga Lady Indians. But again, I'll say it a fifth and sixth time, what a tremendous effort by the Lady Blue Devils. We're going to send it back to the studio. We'll come back and recap our first game, give you the scoring there from our